warm-up support, huh? That's what I was going to teach you anyway. Mikey B! Oh. I'm playing Z, elbows tight. Again, the position of the shin is quite important. So the feet don't have to be locked and connected. There's some like hip check sweep stuff, which is really cool, which you might want to lock them for if you want to do that shit, but not for today. So half guard, knee to knee. This leg coming across to the sort of just underneath the sort of armpit sort of area. But I'm going to give all of this away for my lockdown. Okay, so Eddie versus Hoyler. It's called Zelda, and the good thing is with this is I'm more than almost guaranteed that I'm going to get my underhook in the process. So as Mikey's driving through and I'm acting like I want this shit, I just shoot this leg through and then the hand follows it. So you end up there. And it's really good for getting this underhook nice and deep, and then I pull him over the top of me and stick my lockdown in. So the outside leg comes to the middle and the lockdown falls in, okay? Immediately I'm looking for electric unders because his weight's already over there. So I'm scooping under, do my little whip up, and then put in the, I might as well finish the electric chair today. So I'm putting the back of the, oh, you okay with that? Yeah. Is it this one? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's good that you did that. That's a good sign. So from here, I'm just going to go that candy cane detail with my legs. My legs coming down and up. And sometimes that'll give you the tap. Yeah. Is it that one?
No, my calf's fucked.
Oh, good. We don't care about muscles. Muscles are fine. So yeah, so I won't do it quite as bad. So down and up. And then if I need to, the true electric chair is, I do this little swim move here. I come up to my elbow, S-grip, and then I drive my shoulder down. So my shoulder's sort of aiming for the, just in front of me there. So you can see without the candy cane detail, we'll get it, but with so much worse, okay? So that's your electric chair. We kind of forget to teach it sometimes in this place because we just assume everybody's got a decent electric chair. So you could think of this as like a flying whip-up. You kind of like, everything's happening all at once. Reaching up to the sky to get the back of the knee on the shoulder, and then we go. I like to do the candy cane detail first. That gets his attention, and then while I do this, it just gets nothing but worse. There's your electric chair. Cheers, mate. Quarter guard, framing. Like he's trying to like lean over the top of it, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me at all. Now, Jed does this often when he watches a technique. He subconsciously, subconsciously is fine. He corrects the detail that I want, which I fucking love about this kid. I want my underhook, okay? So at the moment, Jed knows I want my underhook. He's not trying to, he's what people normally do from here is try and get their own underhook. But Jed ain't bothered about that because he's just seen that detail. But it won't matter because the space that I'm going to use is where my leg is. So although Jed's covering the space, he can't stop me. I'm going to follow my leg through, so the space will always be there. I'm all the way up. Look, I could go perfect double unders here. I'm going to use this deep underhook to bring him forward. Electrics. Lockdown goes in. If you need to push off that far side arm, give him a little shove, and we got him. The back of the knee is now on the shoulder. Good to go. Candy cane details. I know Jed's got a bit of a bad leg. You'll be amazed how many people you can tap with just that bit there. You don't even have to get up to your elbow. It's awesome. Elbow backwards. Up we come. So you notice I'm not just going up. I'm going forward and up, and then driving my shoulder down as I extend. Okay. Perfect. There's your electric chair from Zelda. Make sense? Any questions? Let's see what you got. 1, 2. That's cool. Lockdown class. I've already had one dude go over and flown at me. Lockdown's perfectly fine for your knees. No problems at all. Now let's say for whatever reason I can't finish the electric chair. An electric chair is 50-50 whether it's a submission or a sweep. It might be that I have to sweep this dude, or we can start playing the stoner stuff. So Hoyler was getting fancy with it, starting to work out that if he could get this leg down to here, Eddie would have to reset, and the commentators are constantly saying, oh, it's a reversal by Hoyler, Hoyler's back on top. And it wasn't, it was Eddie resetting the position, because this is what we call the electric moment of truth. That bit there, now I've got it. Here there's a battle going on. Here, you know, it's quite hard to win this battle now. So Eddie was resetting, but after about the third time, Eddie realised, you know what, Hoyler's getting fancy with this, driving this way. So Eddie's just like, let's go stoner. So what we do for stoner is we take the bottom arm, should be a non-dominant arm, and I just sweep that underneath. Now there's different ways of doing this. You can just sit up and take the vaporizer, but for this one, Mike is going to end up on the bottom. So he's driving in, thinking that he's going to reverse it. And as he does, look, I just turn the leg to the other side, and I come back to here. So I'm in mount with what we would call lock drag these days, or top side stoner control, okay? Now, we'll just play it like Hoyler did, so Mikey knows better, but Mikey's going to go flat to his back, and it's going to push off my chin, which most people in here wouldn't do. And then Eddie will tell you that famous story that like he was acting like he hated this, acting like it was killing him, but in reality it's what he wanted, because I want to invert and go to the vaporizer, okay? And I'm just going to do it as careful as I can, and then Mike has had a bit of a tweak this morning. So get your partner to do this, push it up, and again, you know, the normies will do it, nonsense planet dudes will do it. It's not a bad play, because if Mikey can get his leg back over, cool, he's back out. I'll dive straight into another electric chair, but you know, he's playing the game. So he's pushing up, doing the wrong thing, and I'm just going to swing the far side arm, should be non-dominant again, and I'm going to roll underneath. Boom! To there. Okay, now I'm not wearing D-pads, so Mike has got nothing to grab. Euler was grabbing this, I believe, pulling this leg over, which took away a bit of the squeeze and the crank for the vaporizer. But also keep in mind, Euler's a beast. This foot was down here, and it had a steering wheel on it being cranked up. There's no way it wasn't popping and clicking and causing damage. And you can see how much I actually need to get the finish. You ain't much. You imagine Mikey's foot was down there, and then there. That's what was going on, okay? If Eddie could have done this, definitely game over. Boom! Put that super stump on. So Euler holding the D-plant there was a good play. But to get our finish, top of the toes, so I'm coming over the top of the toes, curling them over, and then I'm just bringing it down to his butt, heel to butt. There's a little twist in there as well. Loads of leg lock goodies in there. Nasty. Oh, playing the game. Shoot, use your underhook. There's your time. Got him. Electric moment of truth. He's not tapping. I feel him driving back in. I think I'm going to lose it. So I just do like a zombie. And it is a zombie. Look, it comes all the way up. I'm using my left turn. And there's nothing you can do. It's really easy, but made easier by the fact that he's driving into me, okay? His breath is a pretty good dead zone for me. I'm chilling here. I don't really like to have this on this side whenever I play the Vaporizer stuff and stone stuff, just because the Kimura's there, but you know, obviously here there's no Kimura for him, we're safe. And then Mikey pushes off my head, which I act like I hate. I can stop that, no problem at all, but I act like I hate it. And just wipe all the way across, and then just roll over my shoulder like it's a ninja roll. And out we come. Pipe in this spot, triangle out, and then we just pull a pipe. You could rip that to pieces. That's what I should have tapped Henry Piper. That's what I should have done. I was too tired. I was still playing an electric underhook. I should have let that go. Come over the top and vaporize the dude. It was there, right in front of me. One move left, and I would have got the vaporizer.
He was like trying to like
Yeah. So that Kimura from lockdown is a really good play. I fucked up the timing. Usually you go Kimura grip, lockdown, crank, and for some reason I went Kimura grip, crank, and then tried to put the lockdown in and managed to roll away. So again, 2 mistakes from me, but that's why you compete. You compete to. It's amazing. One comp is like 3 months in the gym. It's so good. Really do recommend it this year. If you fancy fast tracking things, just go and do comps. Don't even tell anybody if you're nervous about them. Just didn't mean to look at you then. But if the goal is to get better at jiu-jitsu, competing helps you do that. And it does. The nerves do get you. They still get me after all these years. But it's just always growth in there. Like I say, it is like 3 months worth of training. But those two fixes are in now. I look forward to this year hitting some vaporizers, and I've hit that Kimura a bunch of times, so I know it works. That was just big lights, big stage, cameras in your face. Ooh, just got excited. The shoulder definitely popped. There was definitely some movement in there, but unfortunately, the roll out of Kimuras, that's what people do. So, you'll see one of those, mate. The kids are calling you Justina now, and one of the kids, how old's Logan? 8, 9?
No, he's like 10.
Oh, 10? Like bust Jed's lip open today. Yeah. Proper sucker punched him. Proper bust his lip open, man. So look at this. Jed's sitting real far back for this one. It's a bit of a strange figure, but that's cool. Doesn't change anything for me. I'm just going to guide that through. Now my deep underhook's in play. Jed does the right thing by whizzering, which actually helps me. The electric underhook just shows itself, and it really is that simple and smooth. Playing the game, Jed's not having it though, so he gets up to his hands, so he does this sort of like, this like rear press up thing, so a zombie. If Jed, do exactly that. If Jed stays where he is, then we just do this. And there's your back row, okay? The rolling one is just because he's pushing into me. So, you go back down to there. And then he's driving into me, thinking that that's the right thing to do. Knees up and roll. So it's him. So if you can't get that roll, it's not because you're doing something wrong, it's just that you don't need it. So just sit up and take your vaporizer. Heavy hips here, because the right thing for him to do is to get that leg back across, and it can be quite hard to stop. If we all want to start from this position, this head and arm control, that's what Eddie did. Just because it makes sense as to why Euler would push off the chin. I'll be driving that fucking thing home, and then Jed's going to show him some space, pick your head up. Oh, he took the bait. It was all bait. Look, this is horrible. There's no way I'm getting that back. So I just windscreen wiper across. So your knees, so you roll your vaporizer, okay? Cross the top of the toes, elbow tucked, so that, like, he can grab this, do what he wants, only need one hand to finish it, to be fair. Out we go. Super stomp is there if you need it, but you very rarely do. And just be careful in these positions, you know, this is the one that's been causing us trouble. It's a bit different in stoner. Oh, sorry. Kept you right up the edge there, didn't I? But it's really good, because I've been hitting loads of vaporizers there. Just that standard sit-up one, without the roll, you'll hit that. As many times as you want to. You want, like, this whole month seems to be on quarter guard and lockdown, so, you know, you could have a good MTS and the warm-ups class. If you did both those classes, by February, you can have a killer game from quarter guard and half guard. So, worth thinking about. Make sense? Any questions? Let's see what we got. 1, 2. Bam, bam, bam. So, it's definitely going to put something. So I'll get to the point where it's uncomfortable, and then if I flare this knee out, definitely going to give you some more, okay? But I really don't need it. Yeah, I'd say, you know, if you get to like here and then not tapping, then it's probably time to start flaring. But even that, you can see, like, this is just this. It's nearly getting a tap, so it could just be. It's not a bad thing. Well, I don't think
It puts it more in the middle, I'd say.
but it's the only thing keeping you in is that foot grab. So get that as quick as you can. But apart from that, they're pretty solid. They're not low percentage at all. You'll get from over there. The easiest one I'm getting lately is I don't do any of that hard work stuff. I get to here. I do this. I sit up and I stabilise that. It's not, it's not as good as the rolling one. You haven't got as much pressure on it. But everyone's tapping to that. You're not going to want tap to it. So. And that's just such a simple setup. So, the half guard isn't just electric chairs. And then we're spoke about dogfight, yeah, we've got all the dogfight options, which will get you to the truck options, which will get to the back. So it's such a good system. You're still playing your quarter guard for it. You're still loving it, yeah? It's a beast, isn't it? Everyone's like, that's the worst guard in the game. It ain't. There's so much movement for you in there. And the good thing is your quarter guard is you take somebody with all the options of every pass and everything they could do, all the flying over shit and all that open guard stuff, and give them 3 or 4 options. They're in quarter guard now. They can back step, they can get their underhook, they can knee slice, but that's it. You can deal with those things. You can deal with 3 or 4 things, but dealing with the whole of jiu-jitsu, that's a different thing. Any questions? Beautiful, great session, guys. Let's get some rounds in. Thank you very much.